Hey everyone, in the last video we had seen a few trigonometric identities as shown on the screen right now. And in this video we're going to discuss the values of a few trigonometric ratios. So we're going to take angles as those values. So today we're doing trigonometric ratios, the values with certain angles. So the angles which we're going to be taking in this video are 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. Now when I say we're going to take angles, if you remember in the previous videos, I had mentioned that you can have a trigonometric ratio only in a right angle triangle, and you have angles in that, so you say that sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse and things like that. So that theta is actually the angle which we're going to see. So let me draw a triangle and let's take a perpendicular where this is 90 degrees. Let's say this is A, B, and C, and this angle is theta. So now, what if this angle was 0 degrees, or 30 degrees, or 45 degrees, or 60, or 90 degrees? We're going to go over that in this video. So there's a trick to remember the values of all these ratios. So first I'm going to draw a table. Let's see. We have sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. Alright, and now we have our angles which are 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. So the trick to remember these values is to write down 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 starting from 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, and 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. So let's write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the next step is to divide all of these values by 4. So 0 by 4, 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, and 4 by 4. Over here we get 0. Here it stays 1 by 4. Here we get 1 by 2. Here it stays 3 by 4. And here we get 1. Now the next step is we're going to take the square root of all these new values. So the square root of 0, square root of 1 by 4, square root of 1 by 2, square root of 3 by 4, and square root of 1. And we're going to put those values of the square roots in the places of sine theta. So if we say sine 0, then we get 0 because the square root of 0 is 0. If we take sine 30, then we get 1 by 2 because the square root of 1 by 4 is 1 by 2. Similarly, for sine 45, we'll get 1 by root 2. Sine 60, we'll get root 3 by 2. And for sine 90, we'll get 1. Now, once we have the values of all the sine ratios, we can easily get all of the different uh, trigonometric ratios. So for cos theta, it's simply the opposite of your sine values. So we have 1 over here. We're going to bring it over here. So cos of 0 is 1. And then we have sine 60 is root 3 by 2. So cos 30 will be root 3 by 2. And cos 45 will be 1 by root 2. And cos 60 will be 1 by 2. And cos 90 will be 0. So if you observe, we've just taken the opposite of sine theta and put it in the places of cos theta. Now there's a perfectly good reasoning for this, but I think I'll explain that in a later video. Now for tan theta, as I told you before, that tan theta is sine theta by cos theta. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So tan theta, let's see, sine 0 by cos 0. You get 0 by 1, which is equal to 0. Tan 30, we get 1 by 2 divided by root 3 by 2. And you get 1 by root 3. Tan 45, since sine theta and cos theta are both 1 by root 2, you'll get tan theta as 1. I mean tan 45 as 1. And tan 60 you'll get root 3 by 1 or just root 3. And tan 90 you'll get it as 1 by 0, which is undefined. Now for cot theta, again if you remember that cot theta is the inverse of tan theta. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. So we have cot theta is equal to 1 by tan theta. Okay, so we're going to take the reciprocal of these values of tan theta. So the first one, cot 0, will be 1 divided by tan 0. That is 1 divided by 0, and that is undefined. And here we have cot 30, which will be 1 divided by tan 30, which is 1 divided by 1 by root 3. So you'll get root 3 here. And cot 45, we'll get 1 by 1, which is again 1. Cot 60, you'll get 1 by root 3. And cot 90, you're going to have 1 divided by undefined. But in this case, undefined is defined as 1 divided by 0. So when do we say that something is undefined? We say that when we get 1 by 0. And now if you want to take 1 divided by the undefined value, you're basically saying 1 divided by 1 by 0. And that is 1 into 0 by 1. And this is a perfectly correct math equation. We can just solve this, we'll get 0. So the reciprocal of undefined or infinity in this case is going to be 0. Again, if you observe, you'll see that all of these tan values are the exact opposite of the cot values. Okay, so now we're going to look at secant theta. So secant theta, as you all know, is the reciprocal of cos theta. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take the reciprocal of cos. So here, the reciprocal of cos 0, that's going to be 1 divided by 1, and that is simply 1. Reciprocal of root 3 by 2, 2 by root 3. Reciprocal of 1 by root 2 is root 2. Reciprocal of 1 by 2 is 2, and reciprocal of 0, which is 1 by 0, is undefined. Now cosec theta, as you all know, is 1 by sine theta. It's the reciprocal of sine theta. So we're going to do that here. So cosec of 0 is 1 divided by 0, which is undefined. Cosec 30 will be reciprocal of 1 by 2, which is 2. Cosec 45 will be root 2. Cosec 60 will be 2 by root 3. And cosec 90 is going to be 1. And these are all the trigonometric values which you have for the standard angles. We call these angles as standard angles. So I told you that an easy way to remember this trick, an easy trick to remember this table is, first step, write 0 to 4 in place of your standard angles. Standard angles being 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90. Then divide divide these numbers by 4, and then take those values and take the square root of those values, and then simply put these values in place of sine theta. In place of sine theta. So there you have it. I'll show you the table one more time. And these are all the values of the standard trigonometric ratios. And that's all for this video. In the next video, I'll be talking about the derivation of some of these values like sine 30, cos 30, sine 60, and cos 60, and other ratios like that. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching.